Hi. So about a year ago, I made a video on what I did after I got my bachelor's degree in psychology, and I was not expecting so many people to watch. I kind of want to remake it and explain two different jobs that I chose in the field after I graduated, as well as kind of advice about why you shouldn't get a bachelor's degree. Now, first of all, I worked at a mental health institution, hospital, residential treatment center. I worked at a place that took care of kids who had very disruptive behaviors, as well as multiple diagnoses. So if you want a kind of crash course, get your hands dirty experience, this is the place to go. You'll see just about everything, and you do not have to have a degree. It was really frustrating because when I was looking for a job within the field of psychology, they told me, it's great that you have a degree, but we can't pay you for it. So if you are interested in psychology and want to see how interacting with the kids go, if you want some experience, then this is the place to be. It pays just above minimum wage. It is very highly stressful. You typically take care of up to 12 kids at a time with maybe one or two other techs. And the frustrating thing is typically these kids are only seeing a counselor maybe twice a week, and they typically improve their behaviors in the residential setting, go home, and have the same behaviors again. The second career that I went into is a behavioral interventionist. Now, this does not exist everywhere yet. Particularly, I worked at a foster and adoption organization that provides support to parents who otherwise would have to put their children into residential. Now, this support allows a behavioral interventionist to go into the client's home and work on skills and coping mechanisms and appropriate behaviors one-on-one with that client. Now, the case manager is the person who tailors their goals and their behavioral plan, but you are the person who carries it out with that client. It is difficult when the parents are not on board with the treatment plan, which is very important. It takes more than just the client to improve their behavior. I really enjoyed this job. It did not work for me particularly because of my family situation. This is a part-time job unless you want multiple clients. It is typically evenings and weekends, and there are some exceptions to the rule. Sometimes you provide support in a school setting for that child, but mostly it is a part-time job. It does pay double of working in a mental health institution, hospital. So the pay is a lot better. You also don't have to have a degree. They prefer it. They love if you have experience with children. But basically, the hospitals as well as this organization are always hiring because it is a very challenging job. But if you're interested in it and you want to get some experience, they will most likely hire you if you're interested and dedicated to the job. Now, I would not suggest getting a bachelor's degree in psychology. Majoring in psychology will not pan out for you unless you decide to go to graduate school. If you don't or cannot get a degree, a higher degree, then going into some similar areas such as education, you can be a paraprofessional, work with the special needs areas of schooling. You can go and be a substitute teacher, which doesn't necessarily pay well, but you get to make your own schedule. You can go into childcare, so it's not necessarily working with every single individual has a mental illness or a diagnosis, that you're working with kids who need great role models in their lives. And then also, I personally went into customer service. That typically doesn't pay, or it's still high stress, but they always need great people who know how to do their job efficiently and care. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.